Okay, Jay Donovan, South by Southwest 2010, talking to Josh Williams here, the CEO and founder of Gowalla. Josh, some larger software, a larger piece of software like, say, Microsoft Word that have a ton of features and do all of this different kind of thing, its path to becoming obsolete might be longer because it has so many things it does that different kinds of people need different parts of that tool for a longer period of time. Mobile software typically is a smaller, more, I don't mean small in a development sense, but I mean it's more focused. It maybe does one or two things really well instead of having a billion features. It's more focused. But therefore, the chance for it to become obsolete faster is possible. What is your guys' strategy for, not becoming the laggard or the next thing to pop up with one more feature? What's your guys' strategy against protecting against that?
So two things. One, there's a bunch of apps right now that offer like this idea of check-in, and check-in is this: I'm here, I'm at this place, and it kind of stops there. And one thing that we're trying to look at is how do we go beyond the check-in? And right now, one of the things we're doing with the Gowalla is we're treating check-in like the idea of a bucket. And that's just the start. It's not the end unto itself. And so after you check in, you're able to actually have a conversation with a friend around that check-in. Or additionally, you might be able to upload a photo, or maybe in the future upload a video. And there are these other activities and actions that can take place post check-in to become, again, a social experience that you rely on for day-to-day communication. We're also very keen, again, on the idea of collectability, and that's why you'll see that the artwork that represents each of the places in our app is just beautifully curated. And over time, we feel like these pieces of art are almost like stamps on stickers on a suitcase or stamps in a passport, and we want that to become a log for somebody. These are like my real life experiences that I've had over time. I've invested, I've bought into this, I've collected these things, it's important to me. And, almost in the same way that you treat a baseball card collection. And in the end, it's not about the tangible or intangible value of the collection, it's more about the memory and the social capital that comes with that. And so those are two of the things that we're looking at, adding more value to check-in and creating, again, some sort of long-term memory.
The design features the design is really nice. It's a good experience.
Thank you.
Obviously, location-based check-in is selective, but the habit is compelling. And so, is this the end of privacy?
I think it's really important that we address that kind of actively. And right now, because Gowalla is a small company, our product kind of has two privacy settings. You can either turn privacy on and say, I'm not going to share data with anybody but a select few that I've chosen. Or you can leave that off and choose to share, with the world. And one of the things that we're encouraging people to do is be conscious about the types of things that they share. And I think this is applicable whether it's on Facebook or on Twitter or on Gowalla or when you're talking to friends. It's just there's times that it's appropriate to share and not. And I think that's why. We like the idea that Gowalla is a little bit of, it's an opt-in action that you actually have to implicitly say, I'm checking in, here I am. I get a little bit nervous about background check-in, so to say. Given today's current technology, it's really difficult to accurately predict what somebody's intent might be. And we should always respect that and give people the tools to manage their privacy settings. So as time goes on, you can expect us to continue to improve those features.
Okay. I hear from a lot of colleagues and friends, I just don't get it. I just don't get why you would check in, why you would do that. It's obviously not for everyone, but why is it for some people? Why do you think? Research they've done? Or...
I think there's a little bit of something for everybody involved, and for some folks, they're enthralled with the idea of sharing. Again, these are the places around the world that I've been, and so there's this app on Facebook that got really big several years ago. I think it was actually the Where I've Been application, and people love that because it's just a way to say, hey, I've been to like 37 different states, and so with Gowalla, there's a certain bit of that itch that we're scratching. Beyond that, there are people who just want to use it for the social side, that they're attracted to the ability to communicate with friends on the fly. At South by, it's a great tool because you can see one person check in, and then it kind of snowballs. Next thing you know, you've got a party going on. It's definitely a habit though. It requires you to pull out the phone. It requires you to have a few taps to check in, and we want to definitely make that an easier experience. So from a habitual standpoint, it's easier to pick up.
Okay. Can you outline your monetization strategy?
We're exploring a couple different things right now. Obviously, we're big fans of virtual goods based on past experience with social games. There's a lot to be said in terms of brand involvement and venue involvement and how we can provide service to them. We're going to try a few things. We're experimenting even here at South by Southwest, and then once we get a feel for what we like, we'll try to settle on one core thing and kind of push that button repeatedly.
Okay. One more question. There were rumors of Facebook maybe launching their own kind of location service, and they have a significant user base. What does that mean for Gowalla if something like that would take place?
First of all, I don't think it'd be surprising given what Facebook is in the business of doing, providing an easy way for people to share stuff about themselves. And so I think for us, again, we're product design guys, and we like to build beautiful, compelling products to use. And in the end, there's going to be dozens of different ways for you to share information about the places that you go. And that's going to take the form of Facebook, it's going to take the form of Twitter. We want to make sure that we provide the easiest and most fun way for you to share your location, regardless of where it ends up in the end. So if you choose to share your location via Facebook, we want to provide an avenue to do that. And if it wants to go out via Twitter, then again we want to provide a wonderful user experience for that. And I think that's our goal is to make people happy on the front end.
Okay. All right, Josh. Thanks a lot for taking some time to talk to me. Appreciate it. Good luck to you here at South by Southwest.
Thank you very much.
And in general. Stop.